Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Jeanette Biro here, and welcome to your weekly card reading where I will dive into the cards as well as some messages from Spirit through mediumship and see what the energy is for us this week. This week I'm going to be using the Vintage Tarot as well as the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Now, before I get started, for those of you that have been reaching out about the Tune into Spirit readings, I know many of you are trying to get a spot. And I know in some ways, maybe it's frustrating that I only open 10. However, it allows me to get the answers back to you that week. And I think that is so important. Uh, I will be opening up some more spots this morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So jump on that if you would like a spirit tune in reading. I just have so much fun doing those. Okay, let's dive into the energy today. What do we have? Well, we have the full moon. We have the full moon today. So, lesser intense energy as, compared to the eclipse full moon that we had. So we might find that this one is actually kind of liberating in a gentle way, kind of like the calm after the storm, where, you're kind of cleaning up things and really reflecting on where you've been, what you've been doing, and, starting to put things away for that new adventure, that new direction. So it's a very reflective full moon, but like I want to say almost like a bittersweet, like wow, you reflect on it, you're like, I have been through a lot and I don't think I would want to do that again. But look at how much I've learned and who I am now. So it's this like bittersweet energy to the moon. All right, let's see what we have in the cards. Or actually, what does Spirit have to say here first? Hold on. Okay, well, this is interesting. This is a little bit galactic. This is coming from the Three Guides of the Light. There's something happening with a satellite they're showing me, or maybe that's the James Webb Telescope or something like that. But we're going to be seeing some new images of space and different planets soon. And these are going to be really eye-opening, is what they're telling me. Interesting. Okay. They're also saying that echoes the it echoes the evolution happening within you as well. Eye opening, expanding your inner eye to the universe and realizing how much more there is within you and what your access is. Again, it makes sense because if you listen to the October energy update on the podcast, I talked about how the veil is thinner this month and we have more access to higher dimensions, higher consciousness. So that makes a lot of sense. So very eye-opening. Very curious. Okay, let's see what's in the cards here. Okay, we have the grandmothers. Remember your roots. Trust the weavings, the grandmother's energy. Remember your roots and trust the weavings. Now is a really big time to kind of like trust the ripple effect of everything you've been going through, because you are part of something bigger and the weavings are bringing the details together, right? So trust the weavings of what you have cleared. The next one is this is really interesting, the crowning card. And this is initiation, threshold, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. So for many of you, this energy right now is this crowning moment, this rebirth moment where, you've been trusting in the weavings and trusting in the divine guidance, but you're actually being brought forward now into this new realm, this new place, this new level. Okay, so there's a big sort of spirit saying even crowning achievement kind of energy. And I love it because it's followed by the sun card. And this is joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. So again, this moon energy today especially is very reflective of like trusting your journey, remembering what's unfolded, where you're at now, right? This crowning moment. For some people, that can be a very painful moment, but it's also the moment where things change. And for many of you, you're kind of in this like post crowning into the sun energy. So, really neat progression energy this week. You'll notice progressions this week. Okay, let's see if we can get some detail in the tarot. Okay, what do we have? Yeah, and they're showing me right now in my head a songbird, and they're like the songbird comes out after the storm to herald a new era, a new time. So that makes a lot of sense. There's a really new energy. Wow, look at this. Yeah, this is so cool. So, first card out we have is the Strength card, Major Arcana card. This is you. This is you in this sun energy, right? This is this new era where you are coming out stronger and more aware, wiser. You have gone through so much that you have tamed the lion, basically. And this is all because of the work that you've been willing to do. Now, because of that, we also have the Magician card. You now have the universe on your side to echo the strength that's coming from within. This is very, very powerful union here. Universe walking alongside you because of the strength that you've carried. And what's really interesting is the universe can act on your behalf so much more when your frequency is in a much bigger, authentic expression. It has kind of like more to hang on to, right? Whereas if your frequency is really shrunken in, it's harder to latch onto that. So, because of everything you've done, the universe is bringing all of its tools to help you in your next steps. And that's echoed here by the Three of Pentacles card, which is literally working together. Three parts or more partnerships coming together to form a trinity to work together. So, this is really saying you are standing in this trinity now of mind, body, spirit wellness, mind, body, spirit strength, and forward movement with your mind, body, and spirit. And when you bring in that trinity, like I've said so many times, spirit is echoed over and over. When we bring in the knowledge of the power in the body and connect that to the power of the mind and the spirit, we are an unstoppable force. And this is what we're seeing. And this is fantastic. They're also saying to go back to the grandmother card. And there's a big strength coming from this grandmother energy from the divine feminine ancestry. Now, whether you are masculine or feminine, male or female, or however you identify or don't identify, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. The feminine energy has risen up big time. And this is not, please hear me, this is not putting down men. This is saying the feminine energy within all of us is rising. And this rising is allowing for a big transformation in the masculine. And we will see that transform more of the men or men identifying energies connected to the old energy of it, the old patriarchy energy. Okay. The new divine masculine is very grounded and balanced. The old patriarchal masculine is falling behind. And so there's this big shift and transformation happening right now, and it's happening within you too, and you're becoming stronger for it, working in your balanced harmony of mind, body, spirit. So, all to say, if I was to wrap this reading up in just a few words, I would say this week is very magical and very synchronistic based on the work that you have done and the pairing of the universe. So, this week is a week to go out and create and do and be and live your authentic self without hiding, without shame or anything. It is time for you to be bright and bold this week. All right, everyone, I will leave that with you for now. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. Thank you for your shares and your likes and your comments. I love the comments. Please know that I just appreciate each and every one of you. So I wish you a beautiful rest of your week.